Welcome everyone to Brian's Action Figure Reviews. Today I'll be breaking down my top 5 action figure lines of 2021 and mentioning some of the ones that didn't quite hit the heights for me also. But I do want to, there is a whole load of new action figure lines, and of course there is the always old reliables. Some of the older ones have hit new gears and hit new heights, and I want to talk a little bit about those. And yeah, I'm just going to go through my top 5. I'm going to show you pictures of my collection as well. This is a good excuse to show pictures of my collection of these top 5 lines as well. Of course, not everything in my collection will fit into this, but here we go. At number 5 in my list is Storm Collectibles. And I haven't gotten a load of these this year. There's just been Motaro, who was at the end of last year, Kung Lao and Sub-Zero as far as I can remember. So quite enough year for me for Storm Collectibles. Obviously, they would have been higher on the list if there was more releases that I bought. I don't like the idea that they're possibly moving. I see it with the Golden Axe figures that they're possibly moving to seamless bodies. I'm not a fan of those. So hopefully they don't hit in the Mortal Kombat lines. Again, there's no sign of Liu Kang, Kano, Sonya, the main characters I want from this line. But the arrival of Kung Lao was pretty welcome. Despite a lot of people not being happy with him, I was. As you can see in my review, if you go look at it. But number 5 for me this year is Storm Collectibles. There is a Reptile due soon as well, which I will be picking up as I have pre-ordered it, and I'm really looking forward to that on the new Ninja body. So yeah, that'll be a good start to 2022, and also Kintaro is on the way as well. And at number 4 for me is the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified series. G.I. Joe had a movie out this year, Snake Eyes. Yes, it was not good, in my opinion. It wasn't great. The figures were good, but the thing that is good about this is the last time they had a movie, they totally killed the other line and never came back out here again. But no, they have continued to release other figures as well outside of the movie, the likes of Barbecue and stuff. There's a lot of great figures in this line, and they've continued to pump them out. A lot of people have complained that they've moved slow, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Move slow. Don't be like Legends, who are pumping them out weekly, it seems. But there is a lot of G.I. Joe on pre-order for next year as well, including Crocmaster as well, who is one of my favourites. And I know it was announced this year, but I'm very happy to see that. And my Joe collection is slowly growing, so very happy with them this year. And I hope to continue this next year, and we'll see how we go with that. And number 3 for me is very surprising that I'm putting a NECA line down here, but my number 3 is the NECA TMNT line, the animated series. I thought I was done with these when I got Android Krang, but I did find myself buying Mondo Gecko and the first 2 frogs as well, so I'm really happy with this line. This year we got Vernon and the Rat King, we got Baxter Stockman and Splinter, and they've all been home runs out of the park, and some of my favourite figures I've received this year. Some really, really good stuff. So yeah, I'm very happy with this line. And even though they're getting down to the last kind of the dregs, we'll say, of the animated line, we still have the likes of Usagi Yojimbo and like the Neutrinos and stuff to come as well. So very happy with this line. Definitely worthy of a number 3 spot. And yeah, hopefully they continue this next year. And number 2 for me, this one was super close, but just barely beaten into second place, is the Hasbro Transformers line. And I'm not going into sublines and stuff, but the whole line as a whole has been absolutely fantastic in 2021. I've gotten so many of my favorites. Before this year, I'd kind of given up on Transformers, but then the Studio Series 86 line started. We got an awesome Grimlock, Hot Rod, Wreck-Gar, Galvatron, and the Siege, and all those series as well have been fantastic. We've got Optimus Prime. Basically, we've gotten a whole Transformers collection this year because of the quality and the fact that they're all scaled perfectly together. My one problem with Transformers all down through the years was there's so many different lines and they were all out of scale with one another. But the current team at Hasbro at the moment they're nailing it. They are absolutely killing it with these Transformers figures. And I even dipped into the red line during the year as well, the ones that don't transform, and it kind of put me off then that they didn't all scale well together, but they were awesome figures. Very cool, don't transform, and they're all the same height. So you had Bumblebee the same height as Starscream and stuff like that. Stuff like that really puts me off. But the main lines have been fantastic, absolutely top tier stuff. And I can't wait for more from them next year. We've even gotten Slug from the Dinobots. So hopefully we get to complete the Dinobots as well. The only thing I will give out about with the Dinobots is they give the same little minifigure. And I don't know if I have it nearby. I don't. The same little minifigure, and it's absolutely terrible. So just quit it, Hasbro. We don't need it. So on to number one. So my number one is, and if you follow my channel at all, you can probably guess my number one is Marvel Legends. For so many reviews and things, I constantly complain about bits and pieces that I'd like implemented into the line. And this year they've really rigided up the quality and everything. Like if you just look at my top 10 Marvel Legends figures, the quality on these are fantastic. For 20 euro, 25 euro, 20 pounds figures, they are fantastic. I'm not going to say they'd rival import figures, because import figures are crazy money and crazy articulation and stuff, but that's a story for another time. But I'm really happy with Marvel Legends. Marvel is my number one. Everything, as I've always said before, and just to see like crossing off the likes of Venom and Scarlet Witch, Red Skull, Nova, all these figures. And I don't even collect MCU. There's been a bunch of TV shows and movies this year, and they've all gotten great figure lines. Even the Eternals, I'm sure somebody likes the Eternals, but those figures didn't seem to do very well. But like even behind me, there's like Kang and stuff as well. They've really like knocked several shades of shit out of this line. I absolutely love it. And I'll already have pre-orders for 2022 with stuff with the VHS X-Men stuff and the Marvel Legends Anniversary line. Just keep doing it. The only negative I would have is the prices are starting to creep up, especially on the bigger figures and stuff like that. Yeah, if you could not do that, that would be great. But yeah, guys, that's been my top 5 action figure lines of the year. Let me know what yours were in the comments. I'd love to hear some feedback on that and what your thoughts are on the ones I picked. Let me know what you think of the ones I picked. And do you disagree? Agree? So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And I hope you have a great day and have a good one. Bye!